Hi, you guys. Okay, so if you're watching this video right now, I want you to do something for me. Before we begin any of this, I want you to first breathe in deeply through your nose and then out through your mouth. One more time, breathe in deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. Why am I having you do this? Because if you're watching this video, you probably are super frustrated with this assignment right now. And I want you to first just pause, refresh, and then let's approach this with fresh eyes, okay? Now, let me just say this off the bat that a lot of the things that we're doing in this new school season or the school year is new for us. And with most things that you do for the first time, and especially with technology, things aren't going to go right off the bat. There's going to be a lot of frustration. That just kind of comes with the territory, especially with technology. There's always glitches and bugs and, okay. That's why computer people make so much money, because they always have to fix stuff because stuff always needs to be fixed. You know what I mean? So just cálmate. It's okay. We're just going to roll with it. All right. If it doesn't work the first, second, or third time, we'll try it again. And hopefully this video will be helpful, especially if you're not able to come to my after school meeting or tutoring session, then you'll have this video as a resource. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to walk you through it from the very beginning. First, what you need to do, you're going to go to the course. A lot of the stuff we would have done in class already, but for anyone who is absent, I'm starting at the very beginning for you, okay? This particular assignment, which is the back to school stations, and for odd days, it was done on the 13th, so you're gonna look in that folder, and then you'll see the information that you need to get started. Now, it says today you're gonna be getting ready, blah, blah, blah. Click the link, but please do the following first. Make a folder in your Google Drive. If you were in my class, then you already did. But if you were absent, I really would like you to do that before you even click the link. So if you're not sure how to do that, all you have to do is go to your Google Drive. Look at the pretty bonsai. This was taken in Fairy Lake, British Columbia, Canada. Okay, go to your Google Drive and you should see a plus button on the left. It says new. Click on that, click on folder, and then give your folder a title once it comes up, okay? And then hit create. That's how you make a folder, all right? You can also be fancy and right click. I think, nope, I'm not fancy. Oh, wait, here we go. Yeah, you can right click. My computer's lagging for some reason. And then do the same way. Or just click the big colorful button. For those of you who are extra fancy, notice you can color code. You know I'm all about that, but that's between you and your Google Drive. Okay, so that's how you make a folder in Google Drive. Let's go back to the assignment. Okay, so we did that. Now we're going to go to the Google slide deck, click this link, and it's going to take you, and it's going to ask you to make a copy. You want to click make a copy. Okay, I already did that, so I'm just going to jump to it, which should take you to the stations that you're going to be working in. Okay, now these are live links on these slides, but for you to activate it, you have to put these in presentation mode, and that's exactly what it says in the directions that I know you guys will read first, right? Because you should always do that. But let's hit the present button. Okay, so you see there are 4 stations to complete. It's a welcome activity, blah, blah, blah. Slide 2 is the home menu. Okay, so we're on slide 1 right now. Slide 2 is the home menu. You can click on each of the colorful boxes to take you to each of the stations. When you're finished with the station, the home button will take you back home, and I'll show you that. Notice in red, underlined, it says complete all 4 stations in this activity. You're not going to submit all 4 stations to Schoology. You're just going to submit this one, but the other ones need to be done as well and will be viewed, but I'll tell you how. All right, let's go to slide 2. Again, this is your home station. These boxes are live. They're live linked, okay? The first one is a student's survey. Now, if you were in my first period class, there was some frustration because some weird stuff was happening. Oh, sorry, you can't see my home button, but it's down here on the bottom right, okay? Let me just pause really fast. The home button is what was talked about in that first slide. I'm just gonna click it so you can see. It'll always take you back to the home page. Okay, so back to the survey. Click on the link to complete the student survey with as much info as possible. Think about what information you would like for me to know about you. Also think about yourself as a learner. So I'm going to click on the link. Hopefully it'll take me back to the survey. Because I am the owner of this is, I don't know, doing something, and I don't know why. But what I could do is either go to the forms, home screen, or continue. It shouldn't do that for you guys. I think it's because I was the owner of this, so don't worry about it. But if it does do this on yours, then just go ahead and skip it for now. Don't freak out about it, okay? And I'll see what I can do on my end. So that's how you get to station number 1. And that's really all you have to do is just complete the Google form. You're not going to turn it in. You're not going to email it to me. You're just going to complete it because it'll come back to me anyway on my Google form. I guess I have to take it out of the trash. All right. Let's move on to the next one. You could either click the next slide, or like I said, you can hit the home button that's at the bottom of the screen. You just can't see it on this video. Okay. All right, let's go to station 2. Okay, so there are a lot of accounts that we're going to be making in this class because everything is digital. So quite a few times for different assignments, you're going to be going to different accounts outside of Schoology. Okay, so this link here tells you what those accounts are, and this link here allows you to record it. Now, notice it in the directions, it says review the class accounts we will use first. That's the first link. And then you will record the information on the recording sheet. That's the second link. I'm going to have you, while we're watching this video, I'm going to have you click on the recording sheet first, just so that you can see what it is. It's going to ask you to make a copy. Yes, you do want to make a copy of that. Now, this document, and it's a Google Doc, this is where you're going to record all the information for each of the accounts that you set up, okay? If you want, you can print this out and then write it down. You can type it on here, okay? This will stay saved in your Google Docs. And anytime you need to make a new row, I'm hitting the tab the tab button, just like it says up here. Let me try it again. All right, so I need another one. All I do is hit tab when I come to the last column, and it'll make a new row for me, okay? So those are two ways. You could do it by hand. Just make sure you make some extra rows on this before you print it, or you could do it on your Google Doc. I would leave this open if I were you, and then just go back to the station that I was on, station 2. So that's the recording sheet. Now I'm going to go to the class accounts. It's going to ask me to make a copy. I'm going to say yes, which is good because then it'll be saved in your Google Drive, and you can always refer back to it. Now, this also has live links, okay? So what you're going to want to do is put it in presentation mode so that you have access to it. Now, if you're not in period 2 or period 6, don't worry about this page. If you're not in period 3 or period 4, don't worry about this page. Go to your period, okay? Period 1. So the first account, notice, is a Flipgrid. So if I click this link, it should take me to the period 1 Flipgrid. Let's see if it does that. Everything is slow. At least to me, it's slow. So we're gonna wait for it. Flipgrid has been moving slowly today. I think a lot of teachers are using it around the nation, so they're probably not used to that volume. All right, we're just, while that is doing that, we'll open another tab. We've already worked with Flipgrid in our classes. Oh, it's open. Okay, good. Okay, but if this is your first time doing a Flipgrid, make sure you join with Google. But if you notice, the link that you clicked over here takes you directly to the correct class. So you don't need a code or anything. All you have to do is join with your school Google account, okay? All right, so that's how you do that one. I'm gonna go ahead and close it just so it doesn't get cluttered. Another account that we're gonna be using in our class is Membean. This is where we're gonna get our vocabulary, okay? This account will not let you sign up with Google. Use your school or personal email instead. This is one of the few accounts where you can use a personal email. But I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. Now mine is gonna look a little different than yours because this is the teacher account. But if you notice, mine is already set up. However, if I were a new student trying to sign up, it's going to ask you for a couple of things, okay? So I'm going to see if I can sign out and show you, and this is what I was talking about. You cannot sign up with Google for Membean. For some reason, they won't let you. All right, so I'm just going to put a random email in there, like a random Gmail account. Let's see, let's make up one. Okay, so I'm going to make a brand new account, okay? What? Well, never mind. It's not going to work for me because this is on my old account. But when you're asked to sign in, just follow all of the directions. Just know that if you click this link, it will take you to the correct class. So you should not need a code for it, okay? And then just sign up. All right, Edpuzzle, same thing, but there's no live link on this. You're just gonna go directly to edpuzzle.com, okay? And then put in the code there, all right? For Remind, the majority of you guys should already have my Remind, but just remember, I put it on this sheet just to help you. Now, while I'm going through and I'm doing all of these things, remember, I have my student recording sheet, right? And so I'm going to be putting the names of the accounts that I'm signing up on. If there is a teacher code that I need, I'm going to put that there. Or I could just copy and paste the URL right there. And then every time I could just click on it and go straight there if I need to, right? Easy peasy. Padlet, for this one, I'm gonna have you, it's actually a link to a video on how to make a Padlet account. And because this is going to be, there's different accounts, okay? And basically, what you're going to do is go to Padlet.com. Now again, this is taking you to my Padlet, but if you look on it, the link that I give you will be the correct one that you need for my class, okay? So you'll just click on that, whatever the live link is on there. Click on it. Watch the video first in case you don't know how to make a Padlet, and then there should be like a second link on there that you click and it'll take you to my Padlet account. And you'll see why you'll need that in a second. Okay, so that is station 2, okay? This is what you're doing. You're just clicking on all of these things. You're going to all of these sites and you're making accounts and you're recording all of that on your recording sheet, okay? And if something doesn't work, like, oh, this link, or oh, I don't have the code, don't freak out, okay? Just let me know, send me a message like, hey, the link didn't work, or they're still asking for a code, or whatever the case is. That's fine. We'll address it the next day in class, and you can continue filling out your recording sheet, okay? So just do what you can, because I'm not going to collect this. This is just for you, so that you have all of your stuff in place, because we're using a lot of technology, okay? All right. So let's go back to there. So I finished doing all of this. So now I am going to click my home button, and now I'm ready for station 3. Station 3 introduces you to my syllabus and my course policies and all of that. So review the course syllabus. That's the first link. Then you're going to complete the course syllabus scavenger hunt. I put a note here at the bottom that this is what's going to be submitted to Schoology for a grade, okay? So you want to make sure you complete it, that you follow the directions. To complete the course syllabus scavenger hunt, click on the link. It's going to ask you to make a copy, then find the information on the syllabus. So here's what I would do first in order to get this done, right? I'm going to click on the syllabus just so that it's open in my tab. And you can open it with Google Slides if you want to. It's up to you. Opening it on Google Slides will allow you to zoom in. Okay, so, some of you were complaining about not being able to zoom in. So if you open with Google Slides, then it'll take you to a Google slide of your own, and you can zoom in or out, okay? All right, so let's go back to where we were. Okay, so I'm going to keep that open, and then I'm also going to go to the recording sheet. It's going to ask me to make a copy, because this one I'm actually going to be typing on, so you don't want to type over each other's. And you're going to fill this out, okay, based on this here. Now, if you have a printer at home and you want to print it, go ahead. This is for you anyway. Otherwise, you can, toggle between, or if you know how to split your screen, you could split the screen. I don't know how to do that, but there's a how-to video for pretty much everything. But if you want to split your screen so that you have the syllabus in front of you or on the side while you fill this out, that's totally fine. Some students were asking if they need to type in complete sentences. No, you don't, but it needs to be clear, okay? And it even tells you where to type. And all you have to do is just click and then type in the response or the answers, okay? Based on the syllabus. Now, as I said, this is an assignment that is going to be collected, and I'm going to show you how to do that in another video. But for now, just know you need to complete this, and you will be submitting it to Schoology. All right, so I'm going to get out of these. I am finished with station 3, and now I'm going to go to station 4. In this station, you're going to get to know me a little bit and share some information about yourself. I put an example of what you guys are going to be doing. That's what's in the first link. And then, just take a look at it, and then you'll be able to create your own by clicking the second link, okay? So, here's mine, okay? I don't know, if any of these will work. You might just have to look at it like this, but basically it just kind of gives you an idea of what it is. I mean, you could download it if you want to. If you need, I need to see all the things, Miss Evans, that's fine. All right, but there you go. This is just an example of what you're doing. So I looked at that and I'm like, okay, I get it now. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to click this second link. Yes, it's going to ask you to make a copy, otra vez. And you're going to wait and you're going to be all frustrated. You're like, oh my God, it's taking forever. Just wait, okay? Patience, young grasshopper. And oh, look, I can zoom and make it big. And so then all you have to do is follow the directions that are listed, okay? And oops, try not to move them around. And yeah, there you go. Easy peasy, okay? Let me zoom out because I can't see. Do all of that, complete it. Then this you are going to submit, but not to Schoology once it's done, okay? So I'm going to go back to Station 4. And if you notice, there is a link. Click here to upload your profile to Padlet, okay? If you watch the video in Station 2, then you're ready for this one in Station 4. So you click on it, and it's going to take you directly to my station. This is what I was talking about before. And notice someone's is already in there. Oh, I'm so glad they figured it out. Okay, good. All right, and that's how you do it, okay? It's waiting for me to approve it. But yeah, that's Station 4. So that's where you're going to submit your profile, not to Schoology, but to Padlet, okay? And remember, we learned about Padlet in Station 2. We watched the video for how to make an account. Okay, and that is how you do all of the stations. I'm going to make a video for how to submit station number 3 to Schoology, so stay tuned for that. I'm sorry this video is so long, but there is a lot to do. Okay, have fun.